Five, four, three, two, one.
Welcome back to the Blerdiverse. We are here. It's Friday, the 19th of February, and today we are discussing Chapter 55 of Boruto. It has just dropped today. Kishimoto is back on his bullshit, and some shit went down. So, without further introductions, let's get to the homies. It's my man's Drew, my man's Just. Talk to the people, let them know what's up before we get into
What's
it.
going on? What is going on, my people? Hope everybody's staying safe, especially people out there in Texas. It's a pretty bad situation that could have been avoided. They didn't. People in Texas not really understood. Didn't really expect this much snow, but just praying for them, and hopefully it'll get better really soon. But I'm feeling good, me personally. It's Friday. I'm chilling. And I'm hyped for this review because I was at work and I was just reading through the whole chapter, like going back and like it was crazy, man. It was great. So I'm ready for this. What about you, Jess? How you feeling?
I'm feeling good. Prayers go out to Texas.
You muted.
Prayers go out to each and everybody out there. Just truly, just stay positive and truly, man. As far as that, I'm feeling amazing. I'm blessed to see another 24 hours, man. I'm really hyped to talk about this Boruto 55, man. It was because we woke up to this, honestly. We woke up to this. There were already some leaks on the internet and everything, so it was just like these guys been talking about it in the chat. I didn't see any spoilers, so I was just like, geez, man. So let's get into it, honestly.
All right. So just to rephrase this is Boruto Chapter 55. So if you have not read it, read that shit. If not, heck, man, you trickle on the video, you picked your poison. Let's get into this mess. So let's give you a full overactive spiel for Boruto 55. We pick up. A lot of shit has just went down. We start off with Naruto inside of his, I'll say, Biju.
It's like a psyche.
Yes, Biju Shinchuriki psyche, where he's talking to Kurama. They're talking and everything, and Naruto's under the impression that, heck, it might be his last moments living and everything, and him and Kurama are saying their goodbyes. But unfortunately, that's not the truth. It's only Kurama's last moments, and he was saying goodbyes and said, hey, yo, stay up, my nigga, because if you should hit the fan, I ain't going to be there to back you up no more. So that happened, and then he came back to consciousness. Boruto hugged him and everything, and then after that, it's like, yeah, how we about to get home? Because Sasuke said, yeah, man, I ain't got my eye no more, so nigga, you to ride back. And Kawaki's like, hey, man, the only way to do it is for you to use karma and everything. And Boruto's still kind of shook because he don't want to come into Boroshiki, but they, through their resonance with each other, they were able to activate the transportation and get everybody back home. We see in the, when they were returning home, Amado, Shikamaru and the tech people and all that was like, oh, they're returning everything. He's like, Kawaki's with them? Like, yeah, he's safe. And we get over to Code, the last remaining Kara member that's still alive, who was with Jigen. So basically, he is that's that nigga right there. He has a whole 10 tails, which we still haven't got an explanation where this 10 tails came from or whatever, just in timeout. And he's babysitting it and taking naps and everything and making sure that shit don't pop off, whatever. And he's handling it by his damn self. And Ishiki transfers to his white karma to Code and says, hey, man, I might be out, but you going to get all my power and everything. Make sure you feed either Boruto or Kawaki to the 10 tails, get the fruit, and become the Ususuki yourself. And then at that, become God, which Kishimoto must be aware of memes because it became that one meme of enlightenment where you get like your brain gets more and more and more and that you just get enlightened and shit. But basically, Cole's like, all right, bet. So I got a hit list, I got niggas I need to knock off, and that's the end of the chapter. And let's get into some discussion. So hey, overall thoughts, people.
Man, Man, what a chapter. What a chapter. I already told you on the group chat that I'm so glad that they're kind of slowing down the big events because Boruto is mainly, the manga at least, it's known for just its snapshot of like, this happened, this fight, this fight. So I'm glad they're like slowing it down, like having an emotional aspect, especially really in both parts. The first with Kuruma, passing away, and then with Code and Ishiki, even though it's a little weird to think about it, but it's an emotional sequence that happened, and I really love that, and I'm glad that Kishimoto is back for doing it because I don't know if Kodachi would have done it that way if he stayed. But first things first, gotta rest in peace to my man's Kuruma. At least for now. I'm not entirely sold that Kurma's gone for good.
I'm not either.
I think exactly.
Yeah,
I think there is a chance that he can come back.
He is literally just a ball of chocolate, really. He's not like
he's all energy. Yeah. And if you follow science or know basic science, it always comes back. Yep. It's not something where he's just gone. But the only thing where I wouldn't be surprised if he is gone for good is because of the Baryon mode.
Yeah.
So so because that's a mode that we haven't seen, we don't really know much of it, so that could be just the final drawback of it. I'm not sure, but I think this, although we grew up watching Kurama and Naruto grow, literally grew up with them, and being Kurama technically he's basically his dad, like his parent throughout this whole series. It's sad to see him go.
It's like a godfather / like uncle type kind of relationship. Like at first they start off on the best of notes and everything because that nigga is like, hey man, I'm trapped in this bitch. So when I get out, I'm murking everybody, fuck everybody until he's like, you know what, Naruto a real nigga, man. I fucks with him and I need to calm down a little bit.
Exactly. And that's true. I think and I didn't even think about it because he's tail beast, but he has one of the best character developments in the entire show. Him, Sasuke, Gaara. If you really think about it.
Yep.
And, I was just thinking about that too. Yeah, where he wanted in the beginning, he wanted to kill all humans that came in his way, and now he risks his life to protect the human. Let alone his Jinchuriki that keeps him trapped inside of him. And I think that says a lot about his growth. So that's why I'm sad, but I'm not mad that he died because a big thing with in literature and just movies and TV shows and just pacing. If a character arc is finished and complete, whether it's a good thing that happens or a bad thing that happens in their character development, then I'm fine. Then I'm fine with them to see them go. I have no problem. It's sad, but it's just, I had no problem seeing Kurama go. And I already kind of accepted in my mind before the chapter starts. So I was well, there you go. So it raises the stakes. The show is better, or any show is better when the protagonists are at a disadvantage. And although we follow Boruto and we know there was always at a disadvantage with Kara, but now the casual fans are starting to realize, okay, Kurama's gone. Okay, well, they're really in trouble. That's bringing more interest and more conflict to the show. Yeah. So I think this is a good thing.
Yep. I mean, as far as that, I'm just going to preface this right now and get this out the way. Yeah. This is Boruto's story for the fucking last time, people.
I didn't want to say it, but you go ahead.
This is not Naruto's story. This is not Sasuke's story. This is not the OG story. This is Boruto's story. It starts off the first page. This is not the old man's story. This is my story. So what happens here happens here. You can keep it as far as you can make it Dragon Ball Super comparison, whatever comparison you want to make. This is not that. So you can keep all the memories you have of Naruto as same as Naruto because that's Naruto. This is Boruto. So what happens here happens here. But as far as that, just go ahead, man. I just wanted to preface that.
And on top of that, for the people who are saying, and I'm just going to put this out there right now. I'm sure that everybody was just like, why is it going so slow? When you really look at it, guys, it would not have made sense for Boruto to start off going all fast-paced with a bunch of action-packed nonsense going off, Forest of Death Guard, all that. this is Boruto, and on top of that, it's just like you have to really remember. And I told this to y'all in the group chat. Like, they just came out of like the biggest war of all time, like they just saved the entire like world. Like, there has to be like an established like moment of peace for there to be like some more chaos to come in. Like, we have to see this peace. So of course it's gonna be like filler like as soon as it starts and all that, but it's just like them showing, oh wow, really, like Naruto and Sasuke, they really did it. Like, look at this. This is a peaceful world. It's not just like, oh my God, it's just filler. Like, you know, like read the manga. Like, stuff is going down in the manga. And then when you go to like go to the anime, you'll appreciate the anime more because it's just like, oh, this is chill. I know what's about to happen next, but it's chill. Yeah. You know? But as far as that, as this chapter, I think it was really well written. My favorite part was just like how when I like how Kurama goes off and he's just like, hey, look, you ain't gonna have no super strength no more, so just chill, all right?
Don't wild out.
Don't wild out, man. And I was like, dang, Kurama. And then like, what was really nice is just like how Naruto wakes up because he's trying to reach up for Kurama and everything, and it's actually Boruto's hand, and he snaps out of it. And I was like, wow, that was dope. I fully saw that whole piece, like, and I was just like, dang, okay. But this is I wasn't even really expecting him to be the Oshutsuki or anything like that. I was like, okay, cool. But as far as that, our main guy has just really emerged from the shadows, honestly.
That nigga
Code is like, everything is just so like nonchalant with this guy. And that's what just makes me be like, what is this man really about? Like, what's he really about to do? I feel like he's about to be even worse than Jigen. What's his name?
Ishiki?
I feel like yeah. I feel like he's about to be like on some next level stuff. Like, we already seen this man like was just only taking a nap and still holding down the 10 tails at the same time. I was just like, hey, bro, were you just like holding this 10 tails down while you were sleeping? Come on now, like,
that nigga different.
That's about to be crazy. And I did say this. I don't know if he's like possibly in the Uzumaki clan because I'm seeing like his hair color and everything.
Like, literally,
the cover was so fire.
Yeah. Every time we see red hair, it's always an Uzumaki. Must say 9 times out of 10 because Karin, Kushina, except for Gaara. Gaara's the only one who isn't. But yeah.
You never know.
I will say, if Code is actually in Uzumaki, and I hate to get so caught up in fan theories because when it actually don't work out, people get mad and they think it's bad writing. But it's just that's not what you wanted. But if Code isn't Uzumaki, then his backstory has a potential to be one of the best characters in the entire Naruto or Boruto. One of the best characters in the entire series.
If they do the backstory right, though, because my thing is they might rehash some bullshit that's making like Sasuke. You never know.
Because we know for a fact that he was a failed experiment for Jigen.
He was a failed vessel.
Yep, he was a failed vessel, and it's so funny how the failed vessel is the most loyal to Jigen and to Ishiki, and the perfect vessel hates all Kawaki. He hates all, at least for now. He hates all that.
It's like Kimimaru a little bit, except he ain't dying.
Exactly, and it makes it so crazy how we didn't even. I mean, we knew that, or at least it's been shown that there's different designs of karma, but I didn't know there was a white karma. And that means like it's kind of just like what Code said, it's kind of a dud. Like, it works, but it's not to the full power that the full potential it could be. But the kicker is Code isn't on a time limit where he can transfer his power, where he has to transfer his power, or he's just gonna shrivel up and die. Ishiki said he has his whole Otsutsuki will, his whole power. So all the powers we saw Ishiki has, Code now has it. On top of the powers he already had.
Yep, that white karma. So, And also,
So
it's also no possession. And on top of that, too, Cole keeps his own body, his own soul, and everything. It's no possession. He keeps his shit popping and everything. So, and on top of already he has, this man can get loose on them if he wants to, whenever he wants.
Yeah,
exactly. So, and I think that his like I said, his backstory is probably Amado and Jigen probably found. I mean, if it was a Uzumaki, I would write it like this. If he was like, you know, because the Uzumaki clan was slaughtered or something like that, so he was just like a lost child, and you know, Amado Jigen found him, and then because he had nobody, then he just automatically, you know, it's kind of like when you're like a baby like animal or whatever. They cling to the first person.
So basically, it'll be like how like Kawaki was supposed to be, but my thing is he found out it wasn't going to be. Because remember when we introduced Kawaki and that Jigen said, "Hey man, ain't nobody else going to do you dirty for the rest of your life. You belong to me and everything, with family and all that." Until he found out, yeah, I'm gonna do you dirtiest of all these niggas. Fuck that shit. Yeah. But like, what's the name? Like Cole was like, "Oh my god, I really love everything y'all do for me and everything." And it's like he grew up and hey, here we are. So, I mean, it's so much shit to unpack from this chapter. Because like my thing is Cole just got a power up, which my thing is we don't even know how hard he can go right now. We know he's hard enough to keep a 10 tails down, which means he's already hard enough to take care of anybody technically in the Naruto verse right now. Because unfortunately we have nerfed both Sasuke and Naruto. Naruto doesn't have 9 tails right now, and Sasuke doesn't have his Rinnegan anymore. Don't wrong, they're still top tier characters and everything. Sasuke still has Chidori, Susanoo, Amaterasu. Naruto can still do a Sage Mode and everything, which puts him on level, basically as like the next level Jiraiya.
And he also has the other tailed beasts. Not all their chakra, but he has some of their tailed beast chakra still.
Yes, some of the he has some of their tailed beast chakra and everything and all that, but it's just that he can't access the full Sage of 6 Pass mode no more.
Yeah, is he able to utilize those tailed beasts the way
not like a Kurama. Not like Kurama. You know his like lava style Rasengan?
Yeah,
that's from one of the tail beasts. His name is Son Goku or something like that.
Yeah, like he can still do all like the variants as far as like whenever he has
one, right?
Yeah, he can still do all that. He can still do all the variants as far as from tail 1 through 8, as far as like when a Rasengan he needs to do. So basically, he can go Sage Mode, then charge it with that. And then at that, blast him at enemies and all that, which is still cool.
And he still has a huge chakra reserve still. That's just because he's a Uzumaki.
Yeah.
He's still like very, very. He's still 1A with Sasuke in the village, but in terms of Kara with and you got to remember Delta's still alive. And remember,
Delta was giving that nigga to work.
Delta wants revenge too. Remember, because she got whooped by him in the earlier chapters, and she said, "I'm gonna get him back."
Yeah,
and he's weak now.
Yeah, it's like, and they still got like a whole lab full of them bitches too, because like it wasn't like just remember Delta's a clone. Like they have a whole lab of them bitches and everything. They can use them like Zetsus if they need to. And Naruto was just holding his own against one of them bitches.
Yeah. Plus Naruto has really good stamina. Like,
but my thing is, it's
Mario or anything.
It's just gonna see how it is without Kurama and everything, because. Like I said, they nerfed him down, but one thing I have been seeing online, everybody's like, "Oh my God, Sakura, shut that shit up right now." I always want to say, "Shut that shit up right now." I've seen it all over social media. People say, "Sakura's now."
Sakura's the strongest.
I'm like, first of all, Sakura has done nothing except become the next generation of Tsunade and not improve on the thing that Tsunade has taught her. She hasn't made a variant. She has technically only mastered everything Tsunade taught her. Yet Naruto, on the other hand, has Jiraiya's backstory, and Jiraiya was always stronger than Tsunade. He was the strongest Sani if he never held back. Sasuke was still that nigga before he had a Rinnegan.
Yeah, he was actually. That man stood to the Kages, honestly.
Yeah.
So
when you that reckless, and that wasn't, he said that just a full, like this is before he had a full Susanoo. This is before he had a full control, all the other stuff and everything. But
but. It's just not the same.
It's not this. I mean, my thing is, I'm not gonna count the anime because the anime that was some bullshit what they did and everything. Talk about I use space-time ninjutsu. Oh, I'm tired. I need a nap.
No, it takes a lot of chakra. It takes a lot of chakra, bro. Like, and he doesn't have the chakra reserves that Naruto does. If he did, then it'd be different.
My thing is, it's built, but those things are like built for him. Like, it made more sense like for Kakashi in the beginning of like Naruto Shippuden, whenever you use Kamui, he'll get tired because those jutsus are meant for Uchiha to use. And like Space Time Ninjas, that's a Rinnegan, which is only made for Uchihas to get. But unless you're, I mean,
it's a cop out. I'm not gonna say it. I'm not gonna say it's not a cop out because it's to make the fight, you know, more interesting.
Yeah.
But you know, for me, it's more understandable because Space Time Ninjutsu should not be a thing. Like it's such a hack.
It's such hacks.
And now like it's a requirement to fight in Boruto at this point because Kawaki doesn't have karma right now.
Yeah.
Sasuke, his Rinnegan is gone. He's Rinnegan. And Naruto could never use. You don't like that?
Naruto.
I've been seeing that. I've been seeing the hashtags for Rinnegan.
Rinnegan. I mean, let's say when we dropped the other joint and everything before this and everything, we're gonna call that episode Rinnegan. Karamagon.
Yeah,
This is Karamagon is this episode, but yeah.
Oh man, but yeah, and Naruto never used or never know how to, or he doesn't have that ability. So
he does a little bit, but it's just like
time ninjutsu. When has he done? He doesn't have that.
Flying Raijin.
That's not space time. He can't go to different dimensions.
Yeah, okay, like, that's what you meant to say. Okay, like
yeah. That's what I meant.
Okay.
So you know, and now it's really a requirement now, and at this point, it's a requirement through karma. So the only people that can use it at this second is Boruto and Code.
Yep. Which is
crazy to think about. And I love that the main villain in the time skip is going to be he's not a child, but I would say he's probably like
they're teenagers, 16. And so it's not that much time from now. Like right now they're because right now they're currently 12. So in
Boruto's 13 at that point.
So right now.
Mm-hmm.
So in 3 years' time, shit's about to hit.
Kawaki's 14.
So yeah, in 3 years' time, shit's about to hit the fan because they're about to be at that age where we see the first moment of like the village just like Pain probably just like spilled a can of soda compared to whatever happened at the village at that point.
Exactly, and I want to know what happened to Kobe before that.
Yeah, I mean, it's still a lot of questions. Like we have Code. We still don't know what Cashin is. We got Amado out here.
Yeah, Amado is sus, bro.
Amado was sus as hell because he was sitting there, he's like.
So here's my thing about Amado.
Go ahead, bro.
Like,
what's your prediction? What's your spoiler? What's your feeling?
I feel as though he may be Kawaki's actual father. The way he just was like, I don't know, like he was just like, okay, he's safe.
I don't
think that, but I feel like it's something that I have my own plans, and I need that nigga alive for that shit.
Yeah, I think Amado has his own goals, and he wanted to defect to Konoha because he definitely wanted Jigen to be defeated. I think he genuinely wanted that, but he also wants something else. Yeah. And but in terms of Kawaki, Jigen already bought Kawaki off his actual dad. Do you remember that in like the earlier chapters?
Oh, dang.
Yeah, like what's him? Remember he was like getting beaten and was starved and everything, and that they sold him for like drugs or whatever or money.
Oh no, he Jigen pulled up with like a big briefcase of money. He was like, "I'll pay top dollar whatever.
I want your kid."
Yeah, and his go.
Nah, yeah, what's him? He did that, and that he looked Kawaki in the eyes like, "Hey man, you'll never have to go through this again. I'm gonna take care of you until we see what really happens." And yeah.
He literally took off his hood. He literally took off his hoodie. He was like, Kawaki, I'm your father. Or no, he was like, I'm now your father, something like that. And Kawaki was about to piss his pants. But you know, I think that our biggest threat obviously right now is Code. But I'm petrified of what the plans that Amado has. Because it is not in favor of the Leaf. You cannot tell me otherwise that it's in favor for the Leaf. And I don't know if y'all noticed, but like Samire, the girl with the purple hair that like Boruto in the manga.
Yeah.
She noticed. She was looking. She was like, he was like, this is good. I think this is like he was like this is good
because he was just trying to make sure he's like okay. They got that nigga. They got that nigga. All right, bet we about to do this. This.
And if you don't think that he ain't gonna put scientific ninja tools on himself. After putting it on every member of Kara, I mean, you tripping because I'm not predicting that, but I would not be surprised if he has his own abilities himself.
Got that
I mean,
good
come on
bitch.
now. You just walked into like the Leaf Village going up against like Naruto Uzumaki and like.
I mean, he was trying to bargain and everything by putting Shikamaru's kid at risk and everything. But
which turned out to be a fake.
Yeah.
Feels like it was forever ago, bro. That's crazy.
Yeah, man.
And like I said, this is crazy because this is all happening in a day. This is a year's worth of manga. I mean, it's monthly, so that's why it feels like it's happening so long. But all this is one day. So I would be so interested in seeing how not how it's animated, but when it's animated, it's a different feeling when it's then compared to when you're reading it. Like it feels like you're actually in it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I'll be so interested whenever this is animated. But speaking of the anime, not to change subject, but I'm so excited for Sunday. I always say that every week, but I'm really excited because this is officially Kawaki's debut. I'm so happy, man. It's been 4 years, man. It's been a long time coming, and we finally get to see him animated and stuff. Kashin Koji is on a rampage right now. It's lit.
So, how do y'all think Coda's gonna go about it? Especially since like how loyal he was to Jigen. You think he's gonna be like rational or irrational? Just go on like weird.
He's going on rampage.
He's going to rampage, but my thing is, I feel like it's not going to happen until at least like my take for this because a lot of shit just happened right now. We need a chance to like chill, whatever, and all that. So I feel like we at least are going to have either one more arc, then a time skip, or we don't have 5 more chapters in the time skip. It's one of the two. Because I can't see Code do anything right now. I feel like Code might be the first thing that happens in the second part. Then we'll get to the part of like how Kawaki, like whatever happens at the end of that arc is going to be how like Kawaki becomes the way he becomes. And then we get to the crescendo, what we were promised, how it started and everything.
Yeah, I think that. Okay, go ahead.
Oh, no, I think that things are going to calm down a bit. Like Kenny, like what you just said, it's going to be a while. And it's just things are going to calm down a bit because you have to remember they're not even expecting Code. I don't even except for like probably like Kawaki at this moment.
Only Kawaki and Amado know of his existence. Nobody in the Leaf knows the full members. So
exactly.
But as far as that, let's get to predictions for future chapters. So I'll go first. My first prediction. I'm saying it here first. I've said it before on the other one. I'm saying it here first. Kurama will return. Kurama will return. He is gone, but not forgotten. He will return. And you'll ask me, how? How, Kenny? He just died. He disappeared to Baryon mode and everything. Kishimoto plants things. He plants pieces. So back at the end of Naruto Shippuden, when Madara became the Jinchuriki, he was saying when he was flying over to he was flying over to get his Rinnegan from Obito and everything. He said, "Oh, I'm feeling a little heavy," and he spit out 2 ninja tools that were used by the Sage of Six Paths. Those tools that used by Sage of Six Paths were used to seal the 2 brothers. I forget their names, but they were descendants of the Sage of Six Paths.
Ikaku and something like that.
Ikaku and Fungaku. Now, the reason why I'm saying this, well, what does it have to do with anything? These 2 brothers were swallowed by the nine-tailed fox and lived inside his guts, eating his guts, and got his chakra by doing that and everything, and were regurgitated by him, and were able to tap into his chakra anytime they would want to when they would go on a rampage. They were strong-ass brothers. The first Hokage was the person who put them down in the dirt, but they were able to tap into Nine-Tails chakra anytime. Now, the reason why I'm saying this is that Madara spit those 2 out because he had already extracted Naruto from, Kurama from Naruto, so he didn't need that there as his placeholder to get the Sage of Six Paths power. So those 2 things still are containing Nine-Tailed Fox chakra. They currently reside in Tintin Shop. So there may be a way to extract that chakra, give it back to Naruto. And the thing is, with he had it before, it's just like kindling. You have all the firewood there. All you need is a match. And then we're back to where we were. As far as Sasuke, we're not done yet. Orochimaru's always in the cut scheming somewhere. He has labs upon labs upon labs in all types of places all over the world with a bunch of motherfuckers. He's just not as grimy as he used to be, but he still is grimy on the low. So he might have an arm for that man. He might have something to heal his eye. We will wait and see, but these are my predictions going forward. You heard it here first.
I don't know if go ahead, Drew. Go ahead.
Oh, no, I was just gonna say two things, just a response to your prediction. I think that in terms of Sasuke's Rinnegan, I think that if Amado is truly for the leap, I think he'll have a hand in making a new eye for Sasuke. It may be like a pseudo Rinnegan or something like that, or maybe another ring. I don't think it's gonna be another Rinnegan, but it's gonna be something of that nature because we've seen Delta. She has some sort of, it's not a dojutsu, but she has some sort of jutsu with her eyes, and she's a complete android, or maybe not complete android, but she is an android. And I think that if Amado could do that for her, he could definitely do that for Sasuke. So I think either Orochimaru. I think that the next level up for Naruto and Sasuke, even though the OG fans may not like it, it may have something to do with ninja tools for now.
That's
so
too.
I think that's a very possible thing.
That's
also,
also, I'm just saying, where is saying what happened to Madora's body? We never know about that too. Yeah.
I don't know. I don't think they're gonna try to resurface Madara. I don't think so. I don't know. I hope not. But I think it's not gonna be a bold prediction, but my soft prediction is Boruto and Sasuke are gonna go on a journey. I think we need this journey, even though it seems cliche because Naruto and Jiraiya did it before the time skip. I think we need to see one where Boruto finds a way to hold down his karma, so that we don't have another situation where Momoshiki is on a rampage taking out Renegans left and right. So I think we're definitely going to see a journey arc with Boruto and Sasuke. And right before the time skip happens, there's going to be some jaw-dropping moment that leaves, because Boruto, either the anime or the manga, they're known for cliffhangers galore. So if you don't think we're going to have the cliffhanger before the time skip, y'all tripping. Because that's just going to be some random thing. You can be like, what? Right before the time skip, and then on break. That's my prediction. Go ahead, Tristan.
To respond to both of you, I don't know if Sasuke is even going to like replace that eye. I mean, we got to remember, this is the same dude that walks around like with one arm. So, but that's just him. So as far as predictions, I was actually thinking the same thing. I think like Boruto and like Sasuke about to take that journey together. And I'm just thinking about what's going to happen to Kawaki right now. Either that, and most likely like already, Naruto is probably going to take like Kawaki under his wing and everything, and we're going to see a return. And when like Boruto does come back from like that journey, things might already be like, out of whack and not like what's going on. So that may be like a big leading thing. So I guess we're just gonna have to wait and see.
It really
But
is.
I'm excited. I'm really excited, honestly.
Like I can see them doing like Drew said, doing an homage to like how it was during Naruto's trip during Shippuden. Like remember when he was training with Jiraiya and everything, and Jiraiya got that scar?
Yeah.
But it would be the reverse this time though. So it won't just so it wouldn't happen to Sasuke. It would happen to Boruto, and that's how we see that scratch happen. That was that scar.
Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, that makes sense.
I can see that happening. But other than that, heck, man, that's our thoughts on Boruto Chapter 55.
Big 5.
55. Next month, March 19th, will be Chapter 56. We'll see how it happens. I feel like it's going to be just a nice chapter of unwinding and everything, a lot of healing, a lot of next steps, because I guarantee they're going to have another meeting with all the Kage nations as far as, hey, man, what we got to do next? But other than that, that's the Blerdiverse here. We signing off.
Oh, one more thing.
Oh, yeah, before we go.
It will be the craziest moment, because I forgot there definitely should be a 5 Kage summon now that Naruto lost Kurama.
Yeah.
But it will be the craziest. What if Cole pulled up like how Sasuke did at the 5 Kage summon? I might do a backflip if that happens, bro. Like that would be crazy.
That would be a goated ass moment, bro. That would be a goated ass.
If he does the same, like, oh man, that'd be crazy. If he just pull. All right, let me stop, man.
But other than that, bro, stay tuned, stay up, stay lit. Take care. Y'all got anything to say to the people before we step?
Man, y'all stay safe. Y'all stay warm.
Stay safe, stay warm,
All right, man.
stay positive, and for the Naruto fans out there that are just hating right now, just relax. Just relax. Pick up
Take
a
a
manga.
chill pill.
That's
Take a
all,
chill pill.
man. Just pick up a manga.
Yeah. Take care. We out.